Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you, and I'm excited to get into seeing what my mortgage payoff journey is looking like this month. So we've already made the first of the month mortgage payment, and I always wait till the middle of the month or a little later because that's when I have time to film the video and take a look at what my beginning balance was for the month of May after April's payment, and then what the principal payment is, and then that we just made at the 1st of May, and then any interest that we paid, and then what the new balance is, and that'll carry me into June. So yeah, I love seeing that difference in adding. We are automatically adding a $550 amount every month to pay off our mortgage. Now you're going to see this from the beginning of my mortgage payoff journey. This is a 15-year thing. If I do nothing else, this you get to see for 15 years if you really want to hang in with me that long. And hopefully I'll continue to do this for years to come every month. So yeah, I really like seeing the difference and how it makes our principal go down faster. We're paying less in interest over time, and it really does make a huge difference. Now, the reason we picked $550 is because that was what the payment calculator said we needed to pay in order to get our mortgage within a 15-year payoff journey. So yeah, that's basically all I decided was how much do I have to pay every month to be paid off in 15 years. And the reason I want it paid off in 15 years is my husband will be 65 and I'll be right behind him. And so we don't want a mortgage. This is our forever home. We don't want a mortgage going into our mid-60s and on when you know your income is going to be tight. And we want that flexibility and have our home and not have to owe it to anybody. We want to own our home by that point. So I think God has blessed us very well in being able to do this, and I'm super excited and pray for over the next 15 years we get to do this and pay off this mortgage. So I'm very excited about that. So let's go ahead and get into the numbers. I need to find my blue pen here over off to the side, and we're going to write the numbers. Now I have a little cheat sheet here. I'll show you our mortgage payment. The minimum payment that we have is $1,927.67. So if I don't add anything, that's the minimum I have to pay. It covers the principal, homeowner's insurance, and escrow for property tax. This number may change, and this number may change. I do know I got a notice in the mail of what the county or city or whatever we're living in now, property tax or property value, and it didn't change. I think it's the same. So I don't expect this to change, but if it changed at all, then the escrow will change, and that will change what this principal or this minimum payment amount would be. And then I'll just make the adjustments when it comes. No problem there. Principal only payment is $550. So every month in my budget, I budget $2,477.67, and it's automatically set. I can always turn off that $550 anytime I need to, but this is why budgeting is very critical, because if you have to turn it off and you don't budget, then it's going to get taken out before you realize you need to turn it off. So this way, budgeting and staying ahead, knowing in your mind what you need to pay, if something comes up, I can turn that off very quickly and easily, and it would be one of the first things I have to stop contributing to. And I can always make it up later if I had to, but we'll see what the future holds. So this is how things kind of break down for me. When we made our $2,477 payment and 67 cents, I have off to the side here our principal payment was $829.67. I'm sorry, 69? Yeah, 9 cents. Sometimes I cannot read my own handwriting. It's hilarious. All right, and then the interest, I like to compare what we pay in interest now and what we would have paid if we did not add the $550, and that's kind of interesting to see. That's the only reason I track this. $1,278.07. and then the new mortgage amount. I'm going to write that off to the side here and make it a surprise for you guys. Now that I have my numbers written down and ready to go, we are going to go ahead and put them in here. So my principal payment went from $825. Now remember, $550 of that is a principal only payment. And principal only payments are the best way to go. You don't want to throw it at the interest and pay the interest early. You want to throw it at the principal so it will drop how much interest it has to compound over time. So that's why I do a principal only payment. $829.69 was that amount. And then here we go. $1,278.07. Okay, so to get the total of what I need for the new balance, all I really have to do is take the beginning balance and subtract the principal. This interest I'm just tracking separately just to see and compare and contrast with the amortization schedule that I have over here, and I'll show that in just a minute. So if you take our original beginning balance from May, $256,040.07, and you subtract the $829.69. There you go. This is my new mortgage amount with the principal. For the basically, it's not the payoff amount, it's just the new mortgage amount for this month. So that's $255,210.38, and that is wonderful because it just drops. I mean, I just love seeing it drop that much. Now, if we didn't do the extra payment, that it would have been, let's see what that would have been, $829.69 minus $550. So it would have only changed by $279.69, not by the full $829.69. So that is a huge change when you're talking about the principal only and principal payments. You know, it's hard enough to have to pay like $1,200 in interest and only $800 in principal payments to lower it, but that's how it works. They give you the interest up front to pay, and then you pay down the principal last, and it's totally unfair. I don't like it at all. They need to come up with a new method, I think, that's a little more better than that. So that is the new balance. So I take this number here, and I'm going to set my notebook right over off the corner here, and I'm going to take my amortization schedule. So the only one I didn't print on this schedule, and I'll zoom you in on this. Okay, so on this schedule here, you can see that October 22nd was the first payment, and then first three payments, October, November, December, I didn't do anything accelerated. January 1st, I started accelerating by adding that $550 and then continuing from there. So that's what all this purple means. Every payment I made that was a principal amount in the 200 range here, that was the original mortgage payment principal amount. You know, and after paying like $1,900 and only paying $200 and some dollars for principal out of the 19, it just kind of turns your stomach a little bit. So anyways, I'm going to get my blue highlighter here, and I'm going to highlight a section. So when I made the payment here, let me get my stuff organized for the mortgage, and that was here in May. I've already basically paid the minimum amount up till December, and now we're going to advance again for 3 months. And so I look at this number and I try to find the closest amount and still stay within that range. So this is $555,000. This one says 210, that says 226. It's still a little bit more than what I have right here, but that's okay. And that's where I'm going to stop and highlight. So every time I pay $550, I know I'm advancing 3 months at a time, because that's the pattern I'm seeing here that covers how far we've gone in our payoff journey. So that's really exciting. Doing $550, it adds, you know, 3 months to what the minimum would have been. And yeah, I mean, who doesn't love that? That's really, really, really cool. And I'm excited about that. And see, if I just stuck with the minimum for May, I would have been up here at $257,987.69, and I'm actually down here in the 255,000 range, and that was the 257, almost 58,000. So that's a huge difference between those two numbers right there, and paying it down and getting it pushed forward by 3 months every month. So we're in January, February, March of next year, of the first 3 months of next year, and when it comes to what the amortization schedule says. I'm excited. I show this to my husband all the time, and every month he's just like, that is the coolest thing ever, because he doesn't do budgeting or anything like that. He's not used to seeing the numbers move, but when he sees this, he feels like it's attainable, that we can definitely pay off the mortgage. We can definitely pay off this debt and be like 100% debt free by the time we retire. And so that is just like the coolest thing ever. So I have that and that. So I guess that's all I have as far as the mortgage payoff journey. This is my journal here for that, and I'm going to go ahead and put that as the beginning balance, that $255,210.38. Short and sweet video. This will be the beginning of June. When I make that payment, we'll see what that looks like and how it jumps. But I think this visual with the mortgage payoff here from the beginning and seeing it jump every 3 months every time we make an extra $550 payment just really is highly motivating to protect that $550 every month to give to the principal of that loan and make it go away one day. So that is the goal. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
As a young girl, it feels we're mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free.